Hey guys! Well, I hope you guys had a good week at school this week, and I hope you're looking forward to a really busy weekend. It's a wicked hockey weekend. Tonight we've got a really good game. The Blackhawks are playing tonight. Tomorrow we've got our own game as well as a practice, and on Sunday we have another hockey game and our team photos. So make sure you guys are working really hard on Sunday, so when you get those photos, you're not looking all pretty and handsome. You look like real hockey players. But there's three things that I wanted to talk about today. And so you guys have a little bit of understanding of what we're going to be doing tomorrow at our dry land practice. We are going to be getting some more practices on team practices on ice. Now, we had a tough loss in our first game, and that's okay. It's the beginning of the season. We're trying to come together as a team. We played a team that has had several players that have played together in the past. So it was clear that they played better as a team. It's not to say that they've got more talent or that you guys can't improve yourselves over the season to be more talented than any of the other teams out there. And I want you to understand that our success, if we're going to win some hockey games, guys, it comes down to playing together as a team. It's as simple as that. There's no real other big secret for us to win. We could have superstars, some of the best players on our team, but if you guys aren't supporting each other. And so there are three things that we want to focus in on over the next couple of games, and I'm looking at some of your where you are positioned. And those three things are positioning, stick handling, and being able to get the passes and land passes. So when we talk about positioning, if you remember I sent you that document, I hope you guys all read it, the How To Hockey. We identify three different lanes on the hockey rink. And if you're playing in left defense, well, you should never be over into the right lane at all, or vice versa, or left wing or right wing. The fact is you guys were doing that. We were jumping together and bunching up. But one thing about hockey that I want you to understand is to win hockey games, it is not about what's going on where the puck is. It has everything to do with what's going on where the puck isn't. So there are 9 players on that ice typically that won't have control of that puck. And it's the job of those 9 players to be well positioned for what's anticipated, what's going to happen. So I want you to remember what position you were in last week and think about where you were on that particular ice. Were you in your lane all the time? Not only with lanes, we have 3 zones: defensive zone, neutral zone, and the offensive zone. And then there's also positioning in that, depending on where that puck is. And that's critical for you guys to understand that. So if we have a player that has the puck, 4 of our other players know where they need to be. So we don't get beat out and have an opposing team get breakouts, because that's where they got a lot of their goals last week, were the breakouts. They had a couple of plays that were really good behind the net. And of course, we should have had a defenseman in front of the net at that time, and they weren't. But that's okay, we can work on that. So tomorrow's dry land practice is going to be a lot like last week's in terms of, okay, where the puck is on the ice and where should you be in your position. It's about smart playing, guys. It's not about your skill sets at this level. It's about playing smart. The next thing is stick handling. Now, along with the email that I sent off to your parents, I've also included a stick handling video. It's from an acquaintance of mine, as a matter of fact, Jeremy Wise. Very, very popular hockey educator on the internet. He's got an abundance of videos. Now, I've got homework for you. Just because we have team practices, it doesn't mean that you should not be practicing at home. It doesn't matter what you guys choose to do in life. Now, you have chosen to be a hockey player. So it is your, I'm going to use a big word here, it's your fiduciary right as a part of the team to continually improve yourself. It's no different than your parents that have jobs, and they have not stopped learning. They have not stopped improving themselves. Good people in this world constantly are trying to improve themselves. Even the best hockey players on the planet are constantly doing some of the most basic exercises. And stick handling, while skating is a very important piece, I mean, we work on a lot of skating in our skills practices and whatnot, you should be practicing stick handling at home. And that's not just a matter of taking your stick and moving it in front of you. There's certain exercises that will vastly improve you. One thing that we were doing, a lot of our players were grabbing the puck and then getting rid of it immediately, keeping their head down and blindly passing it off, and the opposing team was picking it up a lot. Now, if you guys had the ability and the confidence to be able to hold that, I've seen you stick handle without opposing people in your face. Well, we want you to have the confidence that you can take that puck and get around individuals or pass a puck to one of your other players, or even pass the puck to yourself off the boards. So I want you to watch this 10-minute video. And I want you guys to make a commitment to yourself, to your hockey team, to your coaches, and your parents. Most importantly, commit to yourself that you're going to practice 15 minutes a week stick handling at home. You are never going to improve unless you start to make some of those extra efforts. The best, most successful people in the world, what they do is they do everything that everybody else has done and a little bit more. And that's the secret to being successful. So, you guys have chosen to be in hockey. I hope you've chosen to be better people and better players as you grow up. I want you to spend 15 minutes doing some of the exercises that you find that Jeremy Rice has provided us with. Now, you don't need the balls and the special pucks that he's got. You could use just a puck. You could use just one of those orange balls. If you've only got a tennis ball, that's fine. If you don't have that, I forget what he called it, the practice ice, the plastic practice ice, that's fine. Maybe your parents can go to Home Depot this weekend and pick up a shower board. They're like $12 for a 4x8 piece of shower board that would be fantastic. Or you can just use concrete in your basement, or just get your practice stick and go outside. I don't want any excuses. And then finally, we want to work on passing, because we're doing a lot of blind passes. And if you watch the hockey game, the Blackhawks hockey game, there was a gold medalist. What was her name? Anyhow, she was a gold medalist at the Olympics, and she met Patrick Kane, and she had the opportunity to shoot. And, Patrick Kane made a comment that we've got to remind ourselves a lot more. And the puck, interestingly, doesn't go where you think it's going to go when you're watching the puck. The puck will go where your stick ends up and where your eyes are pointing at. So what we're saying when we say you're skating, get your head up, guys, get your head up. You've got to think about this consciously, that the moment you're going to make a pass, you can't start moving your stick and then look up to see where it is. You have to look up first, find where you're shooting, take your pass, and get your stick to be pointed at where you're shooting. That's the follow-through. You've heard that in baseball. You've heard it in, if you've ever played golf, you've probably heard it in golf. So think about this, guys. Get your head up. It's that simple. Absolute basic fundamental. A lot of people make this mistake. So if you guys really focus on your positioning, your mental smarts of where you should be, you improve some of your stick handling, this is going to allow you to be able to get a lot of these passes. We had a lot of passes go by us. Stick handling, be able to help with that. And of course, getting your head up before you pass is going to be a major, major improvement for our team. I need every one of you, because there isn't one person out of this that's excluded. 15 minutes a week, and I will see you guys at practice tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at Veteran Acres. Have a great day.